Hi guys and welcome back to Crypto Chester. My name is Chester and today I'm here to give you a BTC update coming through. We're going to start off with the short term here with BTC, then we're going to be moving through to the midterm and then the long term, getting through that quite swiftly today. If you could slap a like on the video, it does help me out tremendously in terms of the YouTube algorithms. And also, if you are new to the channel, my name's Crypto Chester. I do daily BTC updates and all of that jazz. You can hit the sub button if you want to, right? But yeah, let's start off with the hourly, with the short term here for BTC. As discussed, I think a couple days ago now, my timings are a bit off because I am in Thailand and just moved from the UK and all of that stuff. But yeah, as you can see, we do have a symmetrical triangle chart pattern coming through here at the bottom of a downtrend, guys. We know what that means here. We're educated in this space. It is called a bearish pennant chart pattern. Bearish pennant chart patterns, they tend to usually break to the downside, right? They tend to usually break to the downside. So this is definitely something that we need to be looking out for here today, because there is quite likely a potential move down, right? If the move down is going to happen, it's going to be very nice. It's going to be very, very juicy, right? We say juicy on this channel quite a lot. We like to make those juicy gains. As you can see, I've already got all my alerts set in for potential take profits when this trade is going to be activated. But yeah, let's do some measure moves. Let's do some target prices for this potential short position that we've got coming through here. As you can see, this is going to be the measure move. Pretty big, pretty strong, pretty juicy indeed, right? In terms of percentages, it's going to be around a 6.67% there, so really quite big, really quite nice there. What I'm looking for here, guys, is going to be a candle body close. First things first, outside of this filthy trap zone that we can just plop in here, right? Filthy trap zone going on this previous wick, because as you can see, we did wick down to that area a couple times there, so this is going to be the trap zone. We call that the no trade zone, right? We call that the no trade zone. So ideally, we want a candle body close below that, right? Candle body close below that, around 29,600 here on the hourly. That's sort of what we're looking for that nice entry coming through there. In terms of our our first take profit, we're going to be looking for around 29,468. As you can see, this was a heavy level of support multiple times along this zone, right? Multiple times we've actually bounced here. So we need to basically prepare for that potential bounce happening again, right? That support being formed. If that is going to come into fruition, guys, we're using that as a take profit. Once we get our first take profit, we take our stop loss, we move our stop loss to our entry point, right? It basically eliminates losses if we're going to be doing that. If we are going to see some sort of scenario coming through like that, we get into a nice position, we come down, take profit one hit, and then oh no, we got reversed on. It's a massive trap, right? It basically prepares us for the traps and still makes us have successful trades. So that's what I'm going to be looking for here on the shorter term time frame here. Now, something else to be aware of, we need to not overlook this, guys. You can see on the RSI, we do have potential for a bullish divergence coming through here, guys. Really quite strong here. Bullish divergence coming through. The only way that this wouldn't actually come into effect here, if we actually saw the low break this low around 29,479, right? And that's sort of the same thing that will be in the same sort of candle, right? If that is going to come, if that is going to happen, right? Because you can see we have currently broke the low in terms of that selling power here on the RSI, so it basically needs to level up like that, right? So that's another point that we're going to be looking for here on the shorter term time frame. Volume is actually coming down, trending down quite nicely, and we know what happens when this happens. Potential breakout scenarios. That's another star in the alignments that we're looking for there. Don't know what that was, but another star in the alignment that we're looking for there. Good stuff. Moving on to should we have a look at the Ema Ribbon ever so quickly? If that's going to load. Yeah, the Ema Ribbon's currently long, which is quite interesting, but, please, that's the wrong tool, but please, let's have a look at how coiled up these moving averages are right now, right? The moving averages are really quite coiled up, and we know what happens when we have coiled up moving averages, especially on the Ema Ribbon. We have a reversal. We have a short signal get given, right? So this is definitely another thing to be looking out for there. Coiled up moving averages usually mean a massive breakout in the price, right? And fortunately, it is to our favor here for a lovely short position coming through. So yeah, it's another thing to be looking out for here on the shorter term time frame. Moving through to the midterm, right? Because we do have some pretty interesting stuff coming through on the midterm yet again from a couple days ago, or maybe yesterday in your time zone. We do have an ascending triangle chart pattern, which we have been monitoring and keeping our eyes on, guys. We've been keeping our eyes on this for potential gains coming through there, right? The measure move down here was this massive, greedy, filthy measure move there, but that's obviously not there anymore because we do have a nice top side here and a nice bottom side here. So the measure move is actually going to be smaller, but still, we like to change these measure moves because we don't like to be greedy, guys. We don't like to be greedy in this situation because we like to basically make as much reliable profit as possible, right? And you can see the measure move is all the way down to the volume weighted ATR band, right? Once we break the volume weighted ATR band to the upside, we usually come back, test the price action channel, and then we come down and start testing the volume weighted ATR band again, right? So it's a very, very crucial area for a potential bounce point for a lovely take profit, and that's why there's another one there at 28,674, another real crucial area to be looking out for. Now, you're probably going to be saying to me, hey, look, there's a candle body close outside the trap zone. Why haven't you entered a short position? Why not? It's on the 4 hour. It looks good. We've broken structure. We're breaking chart. We've got the lovely measure move coming down. We've got lovely take profits being set there. In terms of percentages, it's going to be around a 3.88%. There's money on the table to be taken. The reason why I haven't taken this is because we're sat pretty much on this very, very strong level of support coming through on the shorter term time frame. And this is what I say, guys, please weigh up all the different time frames before you enter any of these positions, right? And please, I'm not a financial advisor. Please go do your own research before entering any trades that I do say on this channel, right? What I am looking for here, because yes, we have had the candle body close, so we've got the confirmation here on the midterm for a lovely short position, looking really quite nice there. But I do want to see a nice candle body close outside of this trap zone as we were just talking about there. When I see that, that's when I'm going to be entering that short position and then basically just riding that wave all the way to the bottom of the goddamn ocean, right? Amazing stuff coming through that, looking pretty good here on the midterm time frame. Below all major moving averages as well, below the 10 simple, below the 21 there, below the price action channel. So we're looking to start a new downtrend as well. So yeah, it's not too shabby, may I say, right? It's not too shabby, may I say. Moving on to let's move on to the longer term time frame here for BTC. The slap bang on the daily, right? We know what's been happening on the daily. Pretty filthy dumpage all the way to the downside. Not the nicest scenario in the world here for crypto in general. Potential bear market on the cards here, not great. So yeah, as you can see from the all-time high, coming down to that swing low point that we have around 26,600. Yeah, 26,600. That's the sort of area that we're sort of looking for. That's our bottom at this point in time, right? And you can see the volume weighted ATR band is creeping its way down as well. So that's going to be a bounce point to be looking out for there. I've seen talks on Twitter of around 25K is the bottom, but hey, 18K is still very much on the cards, people. So please trade safely, trade aware, and don't risk anything that you can't afford to lose, because it's a scary time for trading, right? Because it's a very, very manipulated time. Look at this candle for instance. Look at the open and close. Look at this just pure dirty price action there. So yeah, just be careful, guys. That's all I'm going to say there. Just be careful. But yeah, you can see we do also have a lovely level of support, which we have been looking for and finding multiple times along this area. All right, let me draw some of that in coming through here. You can see the level of support here. Lovely coming through, and you can see we actually respected that in terms of a candle body close the last time that we actually came down to test this area, right? So yeah, it's very, very good stuff considering we still have that. But if we are going to be going short on the shorter term time frames here, as we were just discussing, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be using this as a potential take profit, right? We don't want to get absolutely wrecked by a lovely, pretty strong bounce, because you can see, look at that bounce coming up from there, right? If we came all the way down and we didn't take any profit here, we would be done, right? Because we could actually have a lovely bounce to the upside. So yeah, just be prepared for that. If you are going to be going short here, I'm going to be prepared for that. And if we do break that, hello, there's going to be a bigger position. I'll probably end up adding to my position from there and then using this volume weighted ATR band as a lovely take profit coming down as well there, right? Because as you can see, that is trickling its way down, and that's looking like it's probably going to come down, probably and break the low within a few days or so with the state of these downtrends that we are seeing here. So yeah, I probably would expect the volume weighted ATR band to come down to around that 25K sort of area, something along the lines of that, guys. And we know how respectful this is on the daily chart, right? We know. Look, you can see the bounce. You can see the bounce. You can see the bounce. In terms of a level of support, this is pretty much the god mode of support here on the daily, right? It's pretty much pretty godly, right? So yeah, as you can see here, obviously we've got the March crash coming through. We came down and we basically banged it straight back up. You can see the support on this bad boy. It's pretty it's pretty solid. So so yeah, let's use that to our advantage, guys. And if you did want to rent this indicator, you can. I think you got to join the channel to become a member, or just message me on Telegram and we'll sort out something. Give you a 7-day free trial or something along the lines of that, right? That'd be cool. And yeah, that's pretty much what I would say about BTC, guys. Just be safe, be careful, and if we do see massive dumps to the downside, just be aware the RSI is still in this dangerous sort of oversold area. So if we do actually come down even lower and we break this low, then we're probably going to see quite a big buyback, and it's going to be really, really quite fast. So yeah, it's definitely something I don't want to be overlooking here. I don't want you guys to be overlooking here, because if we do see a dump, we could break this low, and then the bounce back could be good. So this is why we just need to keep taking profit as we come down. And this is another reason why we learn how to trade these markets when they're trending down as well as trending up, right? So we can just make continuous amounts of cash. Continuous amounts of cash. But yeah, thank you ever so much for watching, guys. Slap a like on the video. You know what to do. Let me know in the comments what you think BTC is going to do, right? I'm intrigued to know, and I do read every single comment, guys. Every single one. I do read every single one. So yeah, if you want to slap a comment on the video as well, that'd be absolutely cool. And if you did want to join our Telegram community, there is a link in the description. Amazing stuff. We got like 350 members or something. We're all popping. Nice popping community coming through there. And it's a very friendly community, so everyone is welcome, right? Diversification. That's what we like. But yeah, thank you ever so much for watching, guys. But for now, it's going to be peace out and goodbye from me, Crypto Chester.